mind me editing that real quick. Probably could have waited a minute to start. And fuck, I didn't mean to do that. And I'm gonna hope that my microphone is set up correctly. I mean, I double checked it, but who knows? I did not plan anything in mind. So I guess I will start with hi, hello, welcome to the stream. I don't have any particular topic in mind to talk about. I just finally have a new microphone. My last one was very lovingly chewed up by my bird as she screamed at it. Because I was not home and she snuck her way into my room. I will start by saying I cuss like a sailor. I'm gonna try to be good about it, but I'm probably gonna use a few choice words. And I do not actually talk while I'm drawing, which is apparently surprising to some people because I talk to myself all the time like a crazy person. But if you do hear a low humming in the background as well, that is my fan. It's hot in here. I really almost said something else. Almost said it a little more vulgar. And if you somehow hear a TV in the background, it's down very low, but I do have my TV on because I cannot work in complete silence, and me talking to myself does not count as making enough noise. I'm just kind of doodling anything right now. I didn't have anything in mind. I don't think I'm going to be streaming for a super long time today. I generally only stream for like 2-3 hours, depending. I've done shorter streams. I did that one really long one. It just depends. Among Us. But no, I didn't have any topics or any plans or any plan. I don't even know like a plan for what I'm drawing. Besides, it's Max, because that's what I draw when I can't think of what to draw. It's me. Oh no, today was going to be one of those days. I wasn't going to stream today. I need to set up a proper schedule, which will probably be on Saturdays. I'll probably just stream every Saturday because I don't work on the weekends. I used to work on the weekends, and I used to be off every Wednesday, and I tried streaming like every Wednesday. Over on like Twitch. But I didn't love Twitch. And this is the other reason I don't generally talk on my streams. I can't think of the fucking words. The words I'm trying to get out. I don't know. I just didn't like the platform. Also, I don't have any super fancy computer, right? I have a computer that gets the bare minimum fuck. Gets the bare minimum done, like art wise, but like for instance, I can't open my games. They don't run very well on this. Um I can't play Minecraft from my computer. It doesn't run on this. So like it just fuck. What was I thinking? Oh, I can't hold a train of thought to save my life. And I can't take medicine for it. Okay, now you're thinking the right thing and you can't get the words out. You know, this is why I don't talk. This is why I don't talk. Oh god. I know what I'm trying to say and I can't get it. Oh, it just didn't run very well with my computer streaming on Twitch. Like it worked, but it didn't work that great. Looks like a fat little. I love him. It's like a fat little Pikachu. But I think the plan is gonna be like to stream on Saturdays or Friday night. Well, okay, I might stream Friday nights. The catch is, I work every Friday, and I don't always want to, you know, work 12 hours in hell getting the shit beat out of me. I work in healthcare with dementia patients. So I don't always want to come home after 12 hours of getting beat up and wiping ass to, like, you know, draw. It's just not always. I mean, it's not even the drawing, it's the streaming part. Because I will draw when I get home regardless. It doesn't matter. I don't know what I'm drawing. I never know what I'm drawing. Okay, if somebody tells you they know what they're drawing when they're working on it, they lie. Straight up. Thank you, Jesus. Fuck. Or at least if I tell you I know what I'm drawing, unless, like, there's an already finished sketch on this fucking canvas. There I go again. On this canvas, when I start, I don't know what I'm drawing. And if I say I do, I'm lying. I may have a vague idea. Okay, Max and Ruby ass looking ears. Sorry. I may have some vague guesstimation on what I'm drawing. Like, when I say vague guesstimation, I mean vague guesstimation, right? But at no point in time do I actually know what I'm doing. Is my TV still on? Oh, yeah. God, I fucking hate her. Sorry, That probably sounds so bad out of context. Okay, so I have this weird thing. I can talk about this for a long time. I have this weird thing where I can't work in silence. And it's also a weird thing that for some reason this is the one thing that, like, will help me fall asleep. But I have to have The Walking Dead playing in the background while I draw. I don't need to look at it, okay? I've seen the show. I actually read the original comics. I used to have almost all of the... I wanted to say I had 1 in 3 or numbers 2 and 3 of the compendiums of the original comics. But now it's at a point where I just put the show on in the background because it helps me focus. I don't know what it is about zombie sounds and gunfire that helps me focus, but it sure does. I also regularly fall asleep to it. I don't know why. Or those, oh my, okay, even my friends think I'm crazy. Those, you know, like the ASMR videos, like it's raining outside calming videos. Well, there are like horror versions of that'll be like sleeping in your van during the zombie apocalypse, or the ones that are like sleeping in a not so safe zone while it rains during the zombie apocalypse, and it'll be like calm rain noises or like thunder rain noises, and then it'll be like you'll hear zombie noises in the background and gunfire, and I don't know why my brain has decided that that's what I want to fall asleep to, but that is what I will sit there and fall asleep to on a regular basis. And I get made fun of it for all the time. The other thing I'll fall asleep to that everyone thinks I'm crazy for is those like video EAS scenarios. Y'all are watching me on YouTube. I'm sure y'all can look up what those are. I will sit and listen to those and fall asleep to those. And I had showed my friend one. I can't remember what it was called. I showed my best friend one, and he thought I was deranged. He thought I was actually insane. He said, "You fall asleep to this?" And I said, "Yes." And he's like, "Just the blaring noise alone is enough to scare the shit out of me." And all I could do is sit there and be like, "I don't know, man." It just puts me to sleep. So I don't know. I'm a little crazy, a little deranged. It do be like that. You know what? Actually, I want to draw this. Ooh, I don't think I posted them. Maybe I posted the ones from last month, but I don't think I posted the ones from last month. Max is a very recognizable character, even at work. Because in my scheduler's office, she has 2 whiteboards. And every day I go in there and I draw another doodle of Max on there. For fun. Every day I work, I should clarify. I only work 3 days a week because they're 12-hour shifts. Sometimes more if I pick up. But, oh shit, wrong. Excuse me, thank you. You got allergies out the fucking ass. Sometimes more if I pick up, whatever, not the point. But I draw a little Max every day on that board. And the drama that has come with drawing on that board is insane. It doesn't even have anything to do with me. But what happens is, this actually makes me laugh. So it's a whiteboard. It's gonna get erased sometimes. Like, stuff happens. I genuinely don't care if it gets erased, right? Because eventually I'm gonna run out of room and I'm gonna have to be the one to erase it. But my scheduler loves those drawings. And so, it is November. I had to think about it. So, last month in October, I started really drawing on these boards. And my scheduler's office, right outside my scheduler's office, is a desk that the wound nurse sits at. And this is important. So last month, I had some like Halloween themed Max drawings, and I had about half of one of these boards. I feel like they're standard, maybe like 12 by 24 or 12 by 36 boards. Or maybe like a 20 by 36 board. Pretty large board. There's two of them right next to each other. They don't get used. They've just always been in that office. That office used to be office for like the ADON or something. I don't remember. I was so long ago. But, words. They leave me so easily. Jesus. But, anyways. So, there, I'm gonna redo these legs because I don't like how they look. I can draw them better than that. We're better than that. But, anyways, point is, there's these two whiteboards. Technically, there's a third one, but that one does have stuff on it. That's like a calendar board. But these two whiteboards are not, they don't have anything else on them. They're plain whiteboards. I guess they were up there for notes or something. Don't know, don't care. I draw on them. So, last month in October, I drew a bunch of Halloween-themed Max drawings. And I like to write funny things on the board that are just either funny or just dragging on about how long work is and how tired I am. And my scheduler loves them. Well, on Halloween, which I did not work, my facility, the place I work at, does a little trick-or-treating, but they invite people, employees, and the community to bring their friends, and their family, their kids, to do trick-or-treating because we like to involve our residents and whatnot, and have them help pass out candy, and it's all a fun time. And as I like to say, my little old people love it. Well, my Halloween doodles got erased because the wound nurse, who has a key to the scheduler's office, had to get something out of there, and she brought her kids, and they had gotten there early. And so to try to keep them busy, because again, this is a medical facility still, there's EMS coming in or out, other stuff going on, you really don't want kids running around, and it was before the Halloween event was going on. She let them draw on the whiteboard, and they erased my drawings. I didn't think anything of it when I came in the next day and heard that, right? Because I work every Friday. Halloween was on a Thursday. Apparently though, the scheduler was not happy, and the wound nurse got a piece of her mind, because apparently the scheduler yelled at her for erasing my drawings. And these are literally, I have like 2 minutes to doodle this, or I'm on my 10-minute break, so I've come in there to ask about open shifts, ask about like picking up partial shifts because I need money. I'm an adult, I have bills to pay, kind of stuff. But apparently she was so upset about it. And the next day I came into work, and normal office hours for like the wound nurse and the office management, whatever, is 8 to 5. So they don't come in till 8:30, and they stay till 5. Well, I work 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So at 8 o'clock that day, I'm kind of finishing my morning duties and whatnot, getting ready to start serving breakfast to my residents. Because I work specifically in like skilled nursing, and as soon as the wound nurse saw me, she came up to me and she said, "You need to redo the board. Like, you need to draw something on the board. I'm in big trouble." I said, "What?" And she was like, "I got yelled at. I need you to fix it." I said, "Why did you get yelled at?" She said, "Because I had to distract the kids. I didn't have anything for them to like do. So they ruined your drawings, drew all over the whiteboard." I said, "Oh, well, okay." I was like, "Is it that big of a deal?" She said, "Yes, it is." I said, "Oh, okay." And she was like, because the scheduler is mad at me. She yelled at me. I said, "She yelled at you for it?" And she said, "Yes." And I said, "Oh, okay, well, okay, I got you." And I go in there, and I said, "I heard you yelled at the wound nurse." And she said, "Yes, because your kids came and erased all the drawings you did, and I wanted them there." I said, "Well, you know what? Lucky for you, it's November 1st. It's a new month. I'll just draw new ones for this month. And my goal will be to finish both boards because I didn't get to finish even one board for Halloween." I said, "I'll do 2 boards for November, for Thanksgiving." They're not all Thanksgiving themed, but I try to include a few, like, ones that have to do with the month. And I actually, I'm glad I took a picture. I finished one full board, and then that day, the wound nurse had to bring 2 of her kids to work with her to figure something else out. It was a nursing thing. That's where I have to say, not my circus, not my monkeys, whatever. I'm just a nurse's aide. And her kids ended up ruining the ones at the very bottom of the board, because it was, I guess, some of the younger kids, they couldn't reach the top. And I redrew those, but she got yelled at again. But I find it so funny. I'm like, they're just drawings. We're only like 12, 13 days into November. I've got time. I can pump out like 3 of these a day. And again, they don't have any, like, they just say stupid stuff on them. Like, one of them is literally, I can redraw it here. I'll redraw it here. I will draw it exactly how I drew it. I won't even, like, back, I won't use any undo spaces. I may erase a little bit here, but it is literally like this. It is just, they are literally the quickest doodles you could think of. Okay, so it's literally this, right? It's nothing special, just like this quick, ugly doodle of Max. And underneath it, it literally just says, "I can be a figment of your imagination if you want." And in parentheses, it says, "I will go home." So when I say that these are dumb little doodles, I really mean it. I have one that's just like I have a picture of the board. Maybe I'll post the picture of the board on my Tumblr after this. And it's literally, they're just quick drawings of Max. They're meant to be funny. They're meant to be lighthearted. Lighthearted. Yep. Oh my gosh, lighthearted. I literally have one that's just like Max. It literally looks like this. And the caption is literally, I'm saying literally a lot. Holy fuck. The caption just says, "I can have salami as a little treat." So, like, they're not special. I forgot the braid on this one. They're not special. There's one of Max, but an inchworm. So literally, it looks exactly like this. This week was so bad. I drew this one this week, and it just says inching my way to Friday. One just says I'm hungry. I do have one Max as a scarecrow that says watch out for the children of the corn. I absolutely love that movie. One of them just says broke back head whack, it's second Monday. I also drew that on Tuesday because that day was a hot mess in every regard. But it's literally just stupid doodles, but she got yelled at so bad for it. I felt bad. I didn't even yell at her, and I felt bad. I was like, well, I don't know what to tell you. I guess don't touch the board. Like, what do you want me to say? What do I say to that? Like, I'm sorry you got yelled at, but, I guess don't do it again. Oh, those look like honkers. I don't want that. Hold on. This is the problem with how I draw knees. And I thought, I mean, I've been rambling about this for a while, but I thought that was so funny. It felt like I was being yelled at for something I didn't do. Because something I did do got messed up. Oh, choking on my own spit. Love that. Fuck. But, no, I don't know. There's something about it that's so funny. Because there's so much unnecessary drama connected to these stupid little drawings of Max that I do on my 10-minute breaks at work. Stop. Can you work? My button's a little messed up on my pen, and granted I have another one I think actually sitting behind my monitor right now in the case that I could use, and I just don't want to connect it, and I don't want to redo my... It wouldn't even be hard. It's like, charge it, which I could do that right now, and then like, words are hard. How do people speak? And then just go in and realign, do the thing to make sure it's tracking correctly. Or maybe you don't. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you because I don't know how to describe it. You go into like the pen tablet settings, and I have a little, I'm sure most of them do, where you go in and you basically you do the little thing to readjust, like make sure it's tracking your movements right. Because this is the pen I'm using is the one I normally use, but I have, oh god, I have like 4 other pens, I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't find one because my cat stole it. And I don't mean she like picked it up and just ran off with it or like knocked it off the desk. No, my cat is polydactyl. She's got polydactyly. And so she actually has 2 extra like thumbs on her. So like, yes, I know the thing's on. So like, here's her mitts, right? Well, then she has a little thumb and like a big thumb there, and then she actually has a double dew claw down here. So she's got like Oh, I lied. I'm sorry. She has another finger there. But that one's not important. Because she has 7 claws on. She has 7 fingers on each claw. She has 7 toes on each hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 6th one is kind of like merged. So like her thumb is kind of like this. And then there's the little one crammed in between that and the big one. Yes, that looks absolutely awful. And she has claws that can't retract on them. Well, the little bugger has figured out that she can take her claw, right? She can take her little paw, her little mitten here. Right? She can take her little mitten with her little double thumb here. And if she puts a pen or something between her freaking thumb here, she can hold it. So what did my cat do? She literally picked up my pen and stole it. And she has a habit, I don't know why. She's not like a kitten or anything either. She's like 8 or 9. She picks up utensils like knives, forks, pens, pencils, anything. And we'll pick them up. And you'll hear her tap on the ground as she's holding it. Yes, I'm tapping my hands on my desk while I do that. And she will stuff them into places. I'm talking, I've watched her stuff a butter knife, into the couch. So she stole my pen and like stuffed it behind my desk. And the desk I'm using currently is in the room I'm in right now, but my main desk, my big desk that I pre-claimed several years ago, that is a story in and of itself, is in the back room because it is so big and bulky. It took me literally 6 hours to get it back there without taking it apart, and I just didn't want to take it apart to bring it into this front room, because even though the back room has more space in it, I really don't have a lot of stuff. And the back room is kind of a hot mess. Like, the carpet needs to be ripped out. There's a couple holes in the wall that need to be fixed. This is not my house, mind you. This is my father's house. So, like, it's kind of just, there's just a lot going on. There's a lot of things that need to be repaired. And the front bedroom I'm in, the back bedroom is also huge and hard to keep cleaned because it used to be a 2-car garage. Whereas the bedroom I'm in now is a bedroom. It's my old bedroom, actually, that my sister pulled the carpet out of and repainted. And then she moved, and I was like, well, she's in college. And I haven't had luck with like a new rental, so I just pay rent here. But so does my other sister. So it was like, well, guess I'm taking this room, because I couldn't stand to try and clean up that back room by myself. It's too much all at once. It is. I tried to clean it. I got it like halfway clean. But there's so much stuff from just like everyone that's been back there forever. It's just too much. I can't do it. I don't have the patience for that. It's overwhelming. I don't have that kind of motivation, and I have ADHD. And I cannot focus on cleaning something for that long because I can't be medicated for ADHD. Which I guess is something else I can talk about. People, I don't know, I feel like people don't really understand ADHD in general. Again, I work in healthcare. Yes, I work with old people, but nurses will tell you that when they, or if somebody who's watching this happens to be a nurse, they go do clinicals at a lot of different places. They will go to like inpatient psych places, behavioral places, nursing homes, the hospital, of course. So they do different units, regardless of like the speed of the course. They do different units, going to different places, focusing on very specific things within health. But even like that, of course, is not like, oh, you're not specializing in one thing. So even nurses I work with, minus the few that actually have the same issues as I do, don't tend to understand, and it's something a lot of people don't understand, that ADHD is not, I can't focus. ADHD is classified as a neurological developmental disorder. I physically cannot think in the same way other people think. My mind runs constantly, oh, fuck, brother, ew. My mind runs at 100 miles a minute constantly, literally all the time. There is no stop. To the point where I'm just an insomniac, on top of not being able to focus. It's not just I can't focus, I get super irritable. I get to where I can't think. Hell, I keep doing it. I can't find the words that I'm trying to find, and it makes me irritable. I used to be medicated for it, and then some instances in high school and other things, whatever, happened, and then I found out that, hey, the medication I took had a chance of making you like irrationally angry. And I don't mean like, oh, it'd make me upset easier. No, it would make me fucking pissed off all the time. And that was in high school, so that was in high school before I was diagnosed. This diagnosis kills me now because it was not just it. I was diagnosed with like mild depression. It wasn't mild depression, but yeah, I was diagnosed. This was kind of where I started going downhill. So I was diagnosed with depression, took Prozac, whatever. The Prozac, I can tell you now, it don't do shit. Prozac does nothing for me. It did for a little while at the beginning, but then it didn't, and that's because it just wasn't enough for what I actually have going on, and because I was medicated on one thing for literally like 10 years for my ADHD, and then I was on, I think, Adderall, like, senior year of high school. And it helped. But then, like, the doctor I had left the office, like, moved out of state. I hate when that happens, mind you. You find a doctor you like and they move out of state. And the other one sucked. Like, would not even refill my prescription. You didn't have to diagnose me with ADHD. You just had to fill the prescription and they wouldn't. Well, then I found a new doctor, and I don't know what it is. They also didn't want to, like, I sent in all my medical records because I've been diagnosed since, like, 3rd grade with ADHD. So for a while, I had nothing for ADHD, but I was still taking stuff for depression, mild depression and anxiety. It was not mild depression and anxiety. But what happened is last year, I was so sick and tired of A, feeling like crap, and B, feeling like I couldn't focus. I was like, okay, well, there's something else going on here. Maybe I can just get ADHD medication and I'll be, like, good enough. Mind you, at that point, I was literally on nothing for depression. I hadn't gone back to, Nothing for depression because I hadn't gone back to my regular doctor, and the last thing they put me on was like Cymbalta. That stuff sucks. Cool if it worked for anyone else. It did not work for me. It made me feel like crap, and I literally refused to take it. I was like, no, I'm good. I will suffer. So instead of going to a regular doctor, I was like, well, I'll see a psychiatrist because they'll be able to prescribe me with medication for my ADHD. Yeah, I walked out of that first appointment, with a lot of clarity and the knowledge that I can't be medicated for ADHD. Oh. I heard something and I couldn't tell what it was. It's the bird. The bird that chewed through my last freaking mic, chewed it up. Because I wasn't home and she was mad. She somehow got into my room trying to find me, was mad I wasn't home, and chewed through several computer cords and tore up my mic. And that's why I didn't have one for a long time, because, like, I got bills to pay first. But, anyways, yeah, I left that appointment and was like, oh, so I can't be medicated for ADHD. And I can't be medicated for ADHD because I get it, I'm stuck on eyeball jokes right now. I finally got new glasses after like 6 years. Yes, you're supposed to go like every other year to an eye exam. I didn't, and then I didn't have money. Right, bills to pay, animals to feed, a lot of stuff going on. I don't like how any of that looked. But that's beside the point. Anyways, I left that appointment with new prescriptions, and I found out that there was no way to medicate me for the ADHD. So instead, I left that appointment with some new eye-opening diagnosis and a better plan of action, in a way, to deal with that. Because while I would prefer to have better time management skills and a hold on how my brain wants to think and how fast it wants to go, that is not a priority compared to the crippling anxiety and PTSD. So, I do have PTSD. I'm chewing on a mozzarella stick too. I'm not sorry. So I went in, and I kid you not, a psychiatrist. I love her very much. She's very good, does her job very well. I went in, and she said, just to describe your day to day. And I was like, okay. And I'm literally just talking about how I've not been feeling great in terms of, like, mentally, kind of what's going on symptom-wise. Is this not? No. It's because you're stupid and it didn't turn back up. And she stopped me. And she was like, so I have a question for you. And I was like, uh-oh. Like, ruh-roh, Shaggy. And she looked at me. This is a video call. Alright, it's a telehealth appointment. And she looks me dead in my face and she goes, have you ever been evaluated for PTSD? And I looked at her and I was like, no. And she was like, okay, well, the more you talk, the more it sounds like that. So I went into that appointment with ADHD and mild depression, mild chronic depression, and mild anxiety. I walked out of that appointment with ADHD, OCD, which I knew I had. The OCD I actually was very sure of, but for some reason or another, it actually never got put in my medical records previously, which is surprising in hindsight, but I didn't really think about it because I knew, no, dummy, you have OCD. No normal person knocks exactly 7 times on the bathroom door and waits exactly 3 seconds before entering it at work and only uses one bathroom in the entire facility, but you know, hindsight is 2020. So, I just realized how close my mic is next to my one interface I keep clicking on. Oops. But, it says, like, walked out with ADHD, OCD, which I knew I had. Maybe I want to go more bunny-like with this. Maybe we want to... I'm deciding. I'm deciding what I'm... I like the body proportions of this. I like the rabbit legs. I like... There's just... I don't love the head. After this, maybe I'll talk about some random Max lore. Let me start with that. ADHD, OCD. See, I can't even keep a straight friggin' tangent going. Not mild depression. Actually, major depressive disorder, which makes more sense in hindsight. A severe generalized anxiety disorder. Why can I never get this right? Sorry, these eyelashes are a pain in my ass to draw. Like when I'm trying to make them look good. Which is not every time. Sometimes I just draw them and I'm like, well, good enough. And then PTSD. Well, I never really talked about before because I didn't really have anyone I can talk to. Right? My family kind of sucks, contrary to popular belief. Because for some reason in high school everyone thought I had the perfect family. No, my parents needed to be divorced like 10 years before they actually got divorced. It just was not. It was a lot of fighting. But that's like aside the point. But so with the PTSD actually came with paranoia, but not like just paranoia. It specifically in my records, it's auditory and visual hallucinations, and I think the problem is where the eye is placed. I think it's sitting too high. I just noticed that, sorry. Is auditory and visual hallucinations and delusions caused by paranoia stemming from PTSD. So anyways, that was the day I learned I was just delusional. No, but really, it kind of... I don't know, a lot of things started to make sense then. Like, when I found that out, there's a lot of things that I was like, so that wasn't normal. And so now I can't be medicated for ADHD. Because those medications don't mix with SSRIs. And I take Zoloft, which is an SSRI. Right, because ADHD medications are there to calm you down and kind of help you, like, focus. Not, like, directly focus, but, like, calm down so that you can kind of redirect yourself. Because it's really hard to focus when your thoughts are going 100 miles a minute all the time. Thing is, SSRIs are there to make you feel better. So because I actually take the max dosage. You technically can't, although you can go above that. Of Zoloft, I can't take any medicine for ADHD, which is good and bad. It just, for me, it means that I just gotta write everything down. I write down everything. I even keep a little notepad on me at work or a piece of paper so that I can sit and remember what I did and what I have to do. And so, like, while it doesn't fix the issue I actually originally went for, it does actually fix everything else. And I mean, I'm on like other medication for anxiety and to help me there you go. Sorry, I wanted to come on, computer, there we go. Stopped wanting to work. It kind of has alleviated some things. I don't know. I think it's something that Pete doesn't really get talked about a lot. I mean, like, a lot of, I'll just put, excuse me, stop doing that, please. Do you see it? You see what it just did there? It lagged and then it, God, that's pissing me off. That's pissing me off. I don't know. I look back on some things that I feel like everyone's done unsavory things as a teenager. You look back on and you're like, why are you a fucking idiot? And I look back on some of those things and I'm like, wow, you were fucked up and didn't even know it. Like, especially since I was like a very, I mean, sometimes I still, actually, sometimes I can react badly in the heat of the moment, but it's a lot less so now because now I'm just like, I'm stepping away. But I also, like, don't give a fuck. And it's like, it's not a I don't give a fuck about anything type deal, but it's, I don't, God, what the fuck? I don't put, why is it right there? It's right there that it keeps happening. It's like it's lagging and then it's dragging it. Like, am I fucking crazy? Am I seeing shit? I could be. I think back and I'm like, wow, no, that might not have happened. Like, you might actually have been delusional. But also, like, not gonna lie, I could tell a lot of stories about how awful high school was. Like, some of the friends I had were absolute shit. And, like, even now are pieces of shit. Some of which like to try and stalk me online. But the thing is, they're not very good at it. And it's like, hi, I can see you. You're not inconspicuous. But I don't know. Some things I look back on and I'm like, wow, we could have handled that differently, but we literally did not have the tools to do that. We being me and, you know, all the random voices in my head. It's me and the boys. The boys are back in town. Me and the 16 voices in my head are the boys. Oh my god, I think that's my Discord status right now, actually. Because all of my Discord statuses are stupid. But I don't know, I just think about some things a lot, and I'm like, I could have done things differently. But I didn't have the tools. And also, when you're a teenager, you have, like, no regulated emotions. You don't know what's going on half the time. People are telling you this and that and the other, and it's like, well, you don't know what you're talking about. And it doesn't matter if they actually do know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. Like, Oh my god, that line is so crisp and clean. It's something I think about. Also, I realized that I don't have my... When I turned on the stream, I did have my chat open, and I don't have it open right this second. And now I realize I may be a little fucked with that. Just... Okay, now it's open, so if somebody shows up, because I know I'm talking to myself. But, like, some people are just shitty, too. And you don't have to be friends with them. And don't let them drag you down. Because I let people, and I let a person drag me down for, like, 5-6 years almost. And as it turned out, I was like emotionally attached to them because emotionally vulnerable, and they were a manipulative piece of shit. They used to make me feel bad for every little fucking thing. But you know what? They were a piece of shit. And they still like to sit and act all high and mighty on the internet like they're some big shot, like they're so nice on top of that. But in reality, they're just a piece of shit. They're a piece of shit who sent their now ex after me to tell me to go kill myself when I didn't agree with them on something. They did all these awful things. They fucking stalk me online. But they don't do a very good job of it, so like I know it's them. Guys, pick better fake usernames. Maybe don't try to follow a private account of mine with an account that was just created. Like, come on, make it look believable. Or you try to say shit about me and it's like, we have mutual friends. Like, I can see what you're saying. But, you know, it is what it is. I don't give a fuck, because I don't have time to give a fuck. I really don't. I live by I don't give a fuck nowadays. What are you doing? See it, even when it's not. What is it about the edge of the canvas that keeps doing this? It's pissing me off. Is it because I'm like not zoomed in? Is it causing issues? I don't know. But people like that kind of suck. I do not know what this version of Max, what I'm going to call him. He's like a more bunny Max. We're gonna... Just gonna casually open my... I love when you take a bajillion fucking years to open. Thank you. Oh no. It's naked. Oh no, he's bald. I don't know why stupid audio gets me like that so bad, but it does. But anyways, Max, I don't know. I'm sure I've drawn Max's old form before. Very pink, very cute. This is basically... I don't like when I'm over this and it has a little X. It pisses me off. This is like a revamped older version of Max that is now just a more... what do you call it? I'm doodling because I keep track of things better. Just like a more humanoid design. Max is in fact a demon. A cute little bunny demon. The little lap rabbit of Satan himself. I know I've drawn that bunny form on stream before. His bunny form does not have a mouth version. Max, in his normal demon version, you can see the plugs, which I love on this different form, on this more humanoid anthro rabbit form, which is closer to the original Max, who was more succubus, incubus like, had really long hair, which this form does too. Actually, in the back you can see it, the back view. I almost said a different word there, which I'm glad I stopped myself. But they still have long hair. They can have long hair in this form. They can also have short hair. They have my haircut, a dramatic fucking... what, I guess technically it's like a jellyfish cut. I just call it my feminine fucking rat tail, right? Because most people with a rat tail have like either shaved head or super short tail, or short hair, and then just like one little rat tail. My tail, my hair just has a lot of layers. But like you can see from the back here, so like I can draw them with short or long hair. My little other forms, that's not what I wanted. And then, but this is closer to like the original design I had. I changed things a lot because I'm an indecisive person and I suffer hardcore from imposter syndrome. Literally all the time. All the time. I either feel like an imposter or I feel like a fucking failure. There is no in between. But I wanted to really play around with Max's designs, which is when I got the demon form. I love drawing monsters. I kind of have been like holding back, I guess, lately. Like really not pushing the limits of what I can draw or my designs. I've been really almost playing it safe, I feel like, for the past couple years. I just feel like I've not been really drawing what I want to draw. It's... I don't know. I feel like somehow I've been holding back. So when I redesigned Max, I was like, we're going all out. Which is what I told myself, and I stuck to it. And I'm very happy with it. I wanted to pay homage to the original. Now, their original design had like long, almost seen blonde hair. And I think I want to pull a JoJo. I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I reference it a lot when I do a lot of things. I don't know that I've really referenced it in art that I've posted, but I've referenced JoJo so much. So I may pull JoJo and do a couple of different color palettes. Maybe some to pay homage to like their original form, with like they were blonde, long hair, with a bomber jacket, and they were like jackalope. Because that's what Max was, a jackalope. And then they were like a jackalope demon. So I may pay homage to that. Right. With some alt color palettes. I want to make an alt color palette that pays homage to the pink and purple. I feel like pink and purple are my safe colors. Pink and purple are definitely my safe colors. I feel like they're really easy to blend and really easy to put down and not worry about things. And I feel like when I don't know what to color with, I use a lot of pink and purple. And so like Max's original design had pink and purple, and so did the secondaries design. But the thing is, it's not my favorite color combination. I absolutely love like vibrant out there greens and blues. And that's why when I finally sat down and I was like, no, I want a different design. And so like the design came first, the colors came second. I will start with that. Right. The new design. Come on, thank you. This design came first. This here came first, and then the colors came second. And I clarify that actually because I redesigned Max. Holy shit, that is a fucking out of place. I'm sorry, not sorry actually, but I redesigned Max when I didn't have power. So I redesigned them and I was like, I'll work on colors later. And I didn't have power because Helene blew through, right? I live somewhere that was affected by that hurricane. Had a generator, so like my fridge stayed on. Some of my food did go bad, whatever. But I didn't have power, so I was drawing on paper. Okay, and I haven't driven, holy cow. I hadn't drawn on paper in a while. That kind of got me back into drawing on paper. I usually sometimes doodle on my lunch break at work on paper, but not usually. So, it started with the design aspects. So, like this, I wanted eye horror. I love body horror, specifically eyes and mouth. But I felt like eye horror and mouth horror at the same time was not for me. So, I did eye horror or mouth horror. And that's why I think most of the drawings really are Max in this form. This form being tall ears and an eye. The thing is, this is not the only version of Max. And the bunny form is also an eye form. It does not have, I'll draw it real quick. The rabbit form does not have a mouth form. Right, when Max is a cute little demon bunny, he does not have a mouth form. These two do not have mouth forms. Technically, there's a third one here that does not have a mouth form. But what I did instead, this is like a little Max bat. This isn't like a true form. This is like a secondary summon. But what I wanted to do to almost indicate when they have an eye, their earplugs are mouths. And they are functional. These earplugs can open, right? I don't usually draw them open. I don't think well, I can tell you I haven't drawn them open yet in a drawing. Besides that doodle right there. But their plugs are functional. And this little mini form, this mini brat, as he's so lovingly labeled, has the opposite. So mouth, this mouth isn't up to date because I actually ended up coloring Max's teeth. I at some point kind of experimented, and their tongue is also more lime green, but this is like 1.0 version of Mini Brat. Although these are accurate, the fangs are accurate. They have like Oni fangs. But when they have their mouth form, instead of straight ears, they have flop ears that cover up. The flop ears cover up where their eye is at on their face. And they have earplugs. These gauge plugs right here that are functioning eyes. So this is almost like, and they're expressive. They express themselves, as you can see the difference here. But I wanted to have like almost a difference here. Like getting Max lore 101. And I don't always draw the bottom things, I won't lie. Sometimes they're really annoying to add in there. But I wanted to almost do like subtle body horror, and when they are like full demon form, I know they have a bunny demon form, but they do have a true form. They are like a demon overlord, pretty much. They have their mouth here, and I won't show details. I'm not gonna draw like a really detailed version, but they have eye horror on their body. Because again, I'm a sucker for eyes. I wish I could find my drawing of my girl. Maybe I'll doodle her on this stream. But he has eye horror. There's a lot of eye horror going on there. Oh god. And I'm like still. There's still things I'm working on within those realms of things. Like all the explicit details, if you will, they're not there. I do like on the back of Max's ears, you can see it on the back ref. Excuse me. Only in the demon form, since they do have flop ears. In the more anthro form, they actually have like excuse me, I'm always tired. I'm an insomniac. It's 5 p.m. and I'm tired. They actually have eye spots, like a tiger does on them, because I thought that was neat. And so there's like a lot of details and stuff. And it's really, I've just taken, basically I've taken my love for body horror and my love for demon designs and mash them together. Because I do. I love monster making. I love making monsters. And I feel like I haven't done that to an extent lately. Like, there's been some monster designs, but they're not really monster designs. Like, they're not monsters enough for me. And don't get me wrong, a lot of my monster designs are also women. Because I do, in fact, like women. But I just feel like I wasn't pushing the envelope of what I'm capable of lately. And so I wanted to change that. And I feel like with Max I was able to change that. So, I don't know. It's been a nice change. I almost feel like myself again. It's a change of pace I didn't know I needed. So, I don't want to draw the braids right now, I'm not gonna lie. I started that and I just don't want to. I don't want to commit to them. Mullet Max it is. But like, when I redesigned Max, I made them more, not emotional isn't the word, more expressive. That's the word I was thinking of. You just were thinking that. Well, how did you forget? Like, I wanted them to be more expressive. So in a way, I want to be more expressive. I'm very monotone. I'm emotional, don't get me wrong, but I feel like I lack a lot of I lack an ability to express myself. And in a way I do. In a way I do. There are things that I find I cannot express that I can't express them in the way I want to express them because I genuinely just don't understand how. So, I don't know. But I know I say I don't know a lot. I say a lot of inserting a word, like, what are they called? They're called something. It's called something when you use a lot of words, including the word like and but and literally what. Somebody's got to know what they are. There's like something they're actually called when you do that. And I can't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember the words. I hate that. Anyways, I don't know. It's just something I think about sometimes that I feel like I'm able to express myself better on a canvas than I can in person. And it makes a difference. These guys have the colors I want. I can say from an artistic standpoint, I also try to use the same colors for certain things. Like, for instance, the dark color on the little other forms, which I do want to redesign, are kind of, not they're kind of, they are just about the color that are the tights. I think they're slightly darker, the tights, but I try to limit my colors. I started making some different outfits. I don't know if I streamed that. Maybe I did stream part of that. I kind of started making different outfits, and this is when I committed to the colored teeth. Maybe I'll open up that file and show that off for Max. And when I did, I wanted to use the same sort of color palette for the different colors, because I feel like, yes, it is the exact color. I feel like no matter what form of Max I draw, oh, I'm digging the mullet. That's gonna have to be one hair color ref for sure. I feel like regardless of the what is the word? Regardless of like what form it is, I want them to have the same color palette. Like, I don't love the idea of, and yes, if I do a different, fuck me gently with the chainsaw. If I do like a different outfit completely, like a one-off outfit or something like that, yeah, I'll probably use like a different color palette. Like, I'll play with different color palettes, but I feel like for the main form, like if I do like a couple different normal outfits that I draw them in, I feel like having the same color palette just balances everything out. And I tried to go for like darker but also some pastel colors, because I felt like these colors complemented. Is Dummy home? I feel like these colors complemented. Oh my god, Duolingo. Yeah, I have Duolingo. It's yelling at me because I need to practice my Dutch. Oops. You know what? I was gonna look at something to double check something, and I've already forgotten what I'm doing. Holy shit. Oh, sorry. I forgot what I think I was gonna. Well, I say I think. Well, no, I do think because I don't know what I was. I lost my train of thought. Stop what I'm doing to find something specific is like walking into a doorway to somewhere else. That is to say, I will not remember what I was doing, and you can forget about me figuring it out because I don't know. I also do want to draw not just a couple of different outfits for Max. I actually really want to draw some different universe. Some like AU Maxes. I think at this point it's obvious I should draw like a Walking Dead version. And ooh, I gotta send that. And some other stuff. I think just for fun. I want to do that just for fun. I just haven't gotten around to it. I really actually want to finish a proper ref for Max. Because I know mostly coworkers, when I say some people, get confused when I draw Max with just a mouth and no eye. And sometimes I draw Max with one eye and no mouth. I actually prefer to be expressive with their eye rather than their mouth. But sometimes it's more expressive with their mouth. A good example is one of the doodles I made on the board that I haven't redrawn yet because trying to draw their mouth on a whiteboard with no undo button is not easy. But one of the doodles I did for Max that I have to redraw on the board for this month was Max getting ready to take a big old bite out of an entire turkey, and it said, "Turkey are food, not friends." That's a lie. I actually want turkeys. I actually used to have turkeys, and I want more turkeys. I love turkeys with all my heart. They're so curious. They're so adorable. I am going to go on a tangent about turkeys because I love them. I can't tell if I can't tell if my body's wanting to burp or I want to throw up. Both are possible. Because I'm sure I mentioned this yesterday. No, I mentioned this to my sister. Mentioned this yesterday. That was yesterday. This week has been long at work, and yesterday I did not get to eat until like 3 p.m. So I was already 8 hours into my 12-hour shift. Which sounds crazy, but I don't usually take my lunch until 3 p.m. anyways. The thing is, I usually have time for like a little 10-minute break, and I'll eat like my breakfast. But I didn't even have time for that, and I took my medication without eating. I ate like a single zebra cake that I had on hand. And that was not... Oh, I'm missing the little tail spritz on... Okay, I'll fix that later. Actually, I don't care right now. I'm yawning. I didn't get a chance to eat my breakfast, but I had to take my meds, and I took my meds without eating breakfast, and so I had heartburn all day yesterday, which sucked, but that's not really the point. The point is now that kind of is the point. Isn't that the point? Is that not the point? The point I'm trying to make is I still kind of have minor heartburn, but I like can't decide if I want to throw up or if I just got a burp. It is like a weird... I'm at a weird point right now. And it's annoying. And I needed to decide. And I don't even want to think about work tomorrow, because I work tomorrow too. At least I can TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. I used to not be able to do that because I used to work every other weekend, and I used to not work Wednesdays. I used to try and stream on Wednesdays. But then I got the opportunity to change my schedule, and I got weekends off, which was nice. But that's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making is I'm ready for the weekend. I need a break. Did you stop? You did stop playing. No wonder I lost all focus there for a little bit. But yeah, I'm ready for a break. Damn it. How did I know that was gonna happen? And I got allergies out the ass. I got allergies out the ass right now. It's kind of a pain in my ass. I mean, it's whatever. Like, it's there. I don't know. I don't want to think about tomorrow. Especially since I think my one coworker isn't working tomorrow. She just dropped down to PRN, and I don't think she picked up tomorrow, which makes me very sad. But I think she picked up like 4 days next week, and we both work together several of those days. So I'll live. I'm kind of over this drawing, and I don't mean it in like a, oh, I hate it kind of way. I mean it in a, I really just don't want to draw this right now. And I know exactly why. It's because I'm coloring it. I actually, gonna admit it, guys, gonna admit it. I fucking hate coloring. I hate coloring. When I did a lot of traditional art, I would only draw, like when I would only draw on paper, I didn't color anything. And I could get away with it because there was no because I didn't really have to worry about it being colored. Like, it wasn't something that I had to be like, it's gotta be colored. No, it was like I didn't have to worry about it, so I didn't ever color. I used to shade it. I would spend so much time shading rather than coloring, and I loved it. But that's why I actually don't. I think I probably post maybe 15-20% of my art, because 9 times out of 10 I don't get this far. I like that noise. I don't get this far because I don't like coloring. It's so easy on the computer. Like, this is such a scam, honestly, that I can just come in here and color. I even color my line art, guys. But I just don't. It stresses me out. That's what it does. It stresses me out because I overthink it, and I look at every little fucking pixel, and if any little pixel is out of place, I want to like crumble under the weight of it and scream. And it's just not my cup of tea. And that was the dog barking. Just gonna color them all. So, like, I don't. Oh. My sister may walk into my room in a second. She just got home and she likes to harass me first thing. But, like, it's not something I enjoy. It's just one of those, like, I'll do it. Don't get me wrong, I'll color. You want something colored, you gonna get it colored, but it's just one of those things that it'll frustrate me if it's not perfect or if I miss a spot. I think the thing I spend the longest on commissions is literally coloring.
Okay. Emma thinks my handwriting is shit. Okay. I need you to write stuff for me.
Okay, what am I writing? Sorry, pause. Do you have a pen?
I do not have a pen.
How am I supposed to write this card if I don't have a pen?
That's yellow.
It's a yellow, like piss.
That's
If you go in, we have to take the stupid picture for Mom, by the way.
I know.
Hold on, I have. Oh, you're the reindeer.
Shut the fuck up.
And I got the two for us.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. You're done. I'll find a pen somewhere.
No, go in the bathroom. In my tote bag, there's a pen in the bottom. I think. Don't quote me. I always have to borrow a pen when I take vitals first thing in the morning. So I don't have a pen. I don't have pen. I lose pen. There's only one kind of pen I have, guys. Oh no, where's my vape? I was about to say, if there's only one bottle of medication, there's a problem. Hey, don't be mean to my cat. She's special. I love my cat, Ella Bobella, but she likes to play with the, you know, the little string toys. You know the string toys. The ones that... Can you stop doing that, please? Let me... The ones that are like this. Oh, a pen. Here, just give it to me.
Well, I'm trying to pull the message up.
I'm gonna kill you.
No.
Yes. This?
Yes.
Okay. Almost. Okay.
Come on. Yeah, Emma called me. She was like, "Are you doing anything Thursday at around 6:30?" And I said, "No, I'll be just be getting home from class." She goes, "Good. I'm gonna send you $25. Go buy a card and some flowers and go bring it to Daniel." And I said, "Okay, Queen." Yes, ma'am.
Why should I use big words like treacherous?
I was gonna buy a retirement card, but decided that probably not a good idea.
You should have. Would have gotten a laugh. Almost wrote the A's 2 different ways, and I want to kill myself because I even thought of doing that.
Thank you. Thanks, Audie.
Get the fuck out of my face. Yeah. I guess how you gonna want that damn pen back?
Maybe.
Also, leave Ella alone. Leave my cat alone. Your cat's fucking stupid. Anyways, Ella loves these little string toys. I got one that's literally got a worm on the string on the other end. Except for when she catches them, she doesn't fucking let go. She steals it, tries to run off with the whole thing. and tries to eat it every time. And she'll growl at you if you try to take it away from her. So, like, you have to snatch it away and be like, Ella, you can't have that. And then she gets pissed off at you. And it's like, well, I'm sorry, Ellie Bobelli Momeli Fofelli. But you can't do that. You can't have that. I know, that's what I needed. No, that's not what I needed. Oh. Wait, does that color fit better? No. I mean, it does, but no. I don't. It's... I want the bright colors. Oh, Max is yellow because I actually just didn't know what color to make their body. Oh, God. My coffee's gotten watered down. Hello. When did you send that? I'm in the middle of, getting fucking hounded on. Because somehow, someway, my one sister thinks I have better handwriting than the other sister. That is not true. I don't know where she got that from. Oh. So I'm getting distracted while running my mouth. I don't have time to be distracted while running my mouth. I almost don't hate this, but I didn't color the line art black before I colored the rest of it. And I didn't put it on a different thing. And I've lost my train of thought again. You know what you do when that happens? You just... You start something new. Hello there, person. I don't know if you're still there. I got a little sidetracked because I was told to fill out this card. That's not... That was... for something. I don't even remember. I lost my train of thought there. You know what? I think I'm just gonna doodle for a while. Doodle what? I don't know. Oh shit, when did I get that far into that show? See, now I want to concentrate. Now I don't have anything to talk about because I lost my train of thought on what I was talking about. Meep. Maybe I should fix that. And you get frog noises. Oh my god, I can't stop sniffling. I hate it. I hate sniffling. Gosh, I forgot how much I don't like talking half the time. Maybe we'll just we'll skip out on the eye. Well, maybe we draw a mouth this time. Golly, what am I, Pac-Man? I hit the wrong button, that's why. I'm obsessed with doing something with this shape specifically right now. I just don't know what. Yeah, there was one drawing I did start. Maybe I can... Where did I put it? I don't know what file I put it in. I'll have to find it. I started timing it. I've spent like 2 hours on it already, and I've barely started coloring it. So I barely started it. Yeah, because I bought a new microphone thing today. And I'm just talking to myself. Jesus, fly. Also, yeah, this is kind of the reason I took so long to answer you. It's like a fat little Pikachu. I love it. I love Mushu. Yeah, I know you were at work. I think you mentioned it. If you didn't, I think I assumed. I don't know. I'm not at work today, but I do work tomorrow. And I'm dreading the thought of working tomorrow alone. Look, after yesterday, I don't know, man. They just could not get their shit together. Okay. I'll talk to you later, regardless, so... I mean, yesterday, or this week, I cannot say, was the worst week I've ever had. No, that's topped. I think the worst week... Okay, I'm gonna trying to do something with this something. Maybe we go a little. The worst day I've had at work goes out to the day that 5 people, 5, cannot emphasize enough, 5 people went out to the hospital. We had 5 people in one day go out to the hospital. That is absolutely insane. And I want to say, because thank the Lord I was not on that hallway. I did not have that assignment. All of them were on the same assignment, that poor nurse. And at least one of them, if not 2 of them, actually crashed. Okay, they coded. So they stopped breathing, we performed CPR, got him back, or whatever, and, before being sent to the hospital. So that would be the worst day ever. I'm a little cheater when I do my sketches sometimes. Okay, like I drew the sketch, right? So if I'm going to copy and paste a part, oh shit, it's going to have to be. There we go. Oh, they're cute. They look almost like bat ears, too. Oh, I love when you decide to not work properly for me, computer. Alright, let me give it a second. Okay. There we go. I finally figured out why I didn't like that. This body shape reminds me, I mean, it kind of reminds me of Gengar, kind of reminds me of Pikachu, kind of reminds me of, what's that fucking thing? What is it? It's from, what is that show called? Hold on, I gotta Google that. That's what it is. The show Real Monsters. Does anyone remember that show or know what I'm talking about? It almost has the body shape of the guy. The one monster that is like this, right? And he's got hands that hold his eyeballs. That's what it reminds me of. For cute. Don't know what angle I like it from more, I'm gonna be honest. One cheek, two cheek. Like a fat, ugly Pikachu. I love it. And with the mouth that's like a fat, ugly Pikachu Gengar. The only thing is, technically, there'd be an eyeball there and not a mouth. Only because design aspect wise. Although, hold on. I know, I go from rambling to not, and there's no in between. Okay, I adore this. I'm low-key waiting on Nixie to get back, but I might not. Hopefully next time maybe I can get somebody in call on like Discord. If my PC will run everything at the same time. And then I won't sound as crazy. I am crazy, but I won't sound as crazy. I've rambled about everything. I think next time I'll tell some crazy stories about the shit friends I had in high school. I don't do lineless art. But I feel like this art needs to be minimal lines. I'm also just about done listening to myself talk. I love that. Hmm. You know what? I think Andrea is probably one of the stupidest characters in Walking Dead. And I mean that genuinely. I just don't love her character. I don't love her character in the show, I'll put it that way. I think some characters they did a lot better in the show than they did in the comics, and I mean that as in one example is like Shane Walsh, Rick's friend. I feel like they did him better in the show because he wasn't so one-dimensional. But I feel like some other characters, I don't know. I feel like Andrea makes all of the dumbest decisions. And I know that it's like she's just very brash. And she rushes into things. And she's very headstrong. But it almost makes her like stupid to an extent. What if I just color him blue? I need to learn to draw slime better. I think I'm about overstreaming right now. And I gotta go take these pictures for my mother's Christmas photos. Because we don't all live in the same state. Okay, I think I'm done for tonight. Oh, you know what though? Hold on. Why? Because not that one. Hee. I think that's gonna look great. Stop. Okay, I'm done. Goodbye. Where's my thing? Alright, yep.